Well, the Greek debt crisis is bringing down the value of the euro. But is that the only reason the euro is destabilizing? Now, the U.S. Department of Justice is investigating major hedge funds, saying they may be at fault for part of this economic fall. Joining me now from Kingston, New York, is Gerald Celente, director of the Trends Research Institute. Mr. Celente, let's talk about this investigation. Is it possible that some of these prominent hedge funds could have actually gotten together and made the decision to devalue the euro?
Of course it's possible. Look what's going on. High-frequency trading, black pools, insider trading. It keeps making the news every day. Madoffs, rip-offs, it's all a scam. Having said that, however, there's also a reality that, yes, the euro is under pressure, but with concerted efforts by insiders, it makes a bad situation much worse.
Let's talk about this, though. If the Department of Justice indeed finds that there was some messing with the system here, what do you think the implications for the future would be?
What are they going to find? These are only whitewashed jobs. Look at all the hearings that they have. They amount to nothing. The only people that they slap down are the little guys. They might find one little scapegoat and make an example of them. But by and large, it'll be business as usual. Look what happened after the greatest financial crisis since the Great Depression. Remember how they were going to fix things so it wouldn't happen anymore? They've done nothing. They will do nothing. This is just talk.
So you don't think we're going to see any sort of punishment or maybe even a slap on the wrist for this?
Well, again, you know, you slap on the wrist maybe, or a spank on the behind, depending on who they catch and what they do. But no, it's going to be business as usual. Let's get the facts straight. Wall Street has hijacked Washington. The mob, the Wall Street mob, is in control. You look at who's running the White House. You look at who's in most of the important positions. It's the Wall Street gang. No, nothing's going to happen. It'll just be talk. We hear the talk over and over again. It amounts to nothing.
And, you know, when we first started hearing about this debt crisis in Greece, we heard about that special relationship between Greece, the Greek banks, and even Goldman Sachs, as you said, Wall Street. What about this? I mean, now we're bringing hedge funds into play. What is this relationship between hedge funds, the euro, all of Greece, and I guess Wall Street?
Well, it's always speculation throughout the world, and Greece is only just one of the issues. So that's what they're focusing on. Look at the budget deficit to GDP ratio of the UK. It's as bad as it is in Greece. There's a sovereign debt crisis. Oh, Greece's is 13%. What is it in the U.S.? GDP to budget deficit. Oh, almost 11%. Look what it is in France. It's worldwide. This is a sovereign debt crisis. They're using Greece in the hedge fund example as a means to deflect the severity of what's going on and making it look like a small group, a band of these gangs, which are true, that are destabilizing the system, when in fact it's the entire economic system that's under threat.
So the Department of Justice calls Gerald Celente and asks, you know, as part of the investigation, what do you think we should do? What's your advice?
Well, what they should do is they should start putting in regulations that have been deregulated since the Clinton administration. You know, go back over, as they used to say, the videotape. And following 9/11, you know what the word was that came out? Let's free business of regulation so that we could move ahead during these tough times. They've deregulated the country. Again, I say this over and over again. The merger of state and corporate powers is called fascism. The Department of Justice is there just to bring down justice on the little guys and let the big guys get a free ride.
All right, Gerald Celente, going to have to cut you off there. Thanks so much for joining us.